NTSB is pointing out military radar jamming at the time an air ambulance crashed into mountainous terrain near Ruidoso. Take a look at this map from the flight path from the initial federal investigation. That air ambulance went down just after midnight on May 14th. Both pilots and 2 flight nurses were killed. The crew left Roswell for Ruidoso to pick up a patient. Investigators say it was a dark night and the Ruidoso airport weather system was out of service. Military GPS jamming was active over the area and the crew reported losing GPS. Air traffic controllers helped the plane toward Sierra Blanca Regional Airport and later cleared a visual approach after the crew reported that they had Ruidoso in sight. Tracking data show the aircraft descended toward the Capitan Mountains, briefly climbed, then hit terrain. The NTSB will now work on a final report.